And so I'll invite you to take your spiritual plan in your hands. Just sit here with it for one moment. Take a nice deep breath. And so just realize in this moment that this is an opportunity, a pathway to create a deep, rich, complete experience for yourself. And so I'll invite you to bless this plan that you've just written, that you've just begun. For as we know, things are constantly evolving and expanding. And so this is a place to start from. And so again, breathing into this space and blessing it. And so there you go. All right, and so, okay, let's take a deep breath. Okay, that was a little bit longer than I thought. Thanks for playing with me with that. Anybody want to share about that experience? Anything come up for you? Anything surprise you? How's it feel to have that broad of a plan? Anybody?
Well, throughout, I think there were a lot of reiterating themes, calm and quiet for me, because I tend to be one of these people that just really rushes around and does a lot, and I over schedule myself. And then I'm fried and running behind, so just really taking time to be quiet for me in a number of ways in my life.
Great. Those priorities emerge when we start to see, where the rub is in our life. Denise.
Hi, I'm Denise Seidel, and I just want to say thank you because this is a part of a process that I had intended to sit down and work on, and really, so this has gotten it started, and
Okay.
I really appreciate it. So thank you. This is a great
You're
idea.
welcome. That's great. Good. Thanks. So what we did there at the end was we blessed it. And so I want to talk about coming back to the idea of keeping our eye on God, right? We're still keeping our eye on God. And we are practicing the presence. So in doing that, I had this idea that this week, I'll give you a little bit of homework, and it's about blessing. Why do we just bless babies? Why do we just, we always talk about blessing babies. Well, let's talk about having that energy of blessing in our life. Okay, so a blessing is a little sense of gratitude within ourselves just for being present with a situation, with a person, with a moment. And so it's a feeling of gratitude, and it's just a little, I think of it, I'm reading a lot of children's books these days, but I think about it as like a little sprinkling of pixie dust out into the world that's a secret. That's what I love about it, that a blessing can be a secret. It's not like I'm going to ask you to go around and be the holy people of Encinitas this week, to go and be the blessing to everyone that you see and you meet. Although I am going to ask you to do that, I'm not going to ask you to tell them that you're doing that, So the idea is, can you get to the point where you're moving around in your life and blessing everybody that you see without them knowing? How cool is that? How amazing is it to think that, blessing the checkout girl, at the grocery store, or the man on the corner who's selling newspapers, or actually even just blessing God, thank you for the green light when it turns green. So that's really fun, right? Can we do that? You want to try and do that? The idea of it is that the blessing is creative. It's the gratitude that moves out into the world, and you're being a creative force for good in the world. And so when you open that flow of being that giving presence, the flow in can't help but happen. Okay? So it's not that we're doing it just to get that going, but to start being that presence in the world. Yes? Sure.
I've had a hard time in keeping my cool in traffic. And I started a relationship that was a commuting relationship, and I found myself in rush hour traffic in order to be, involved in this relationship. And the way that I got through it is I decided that I was going to bless all the other people on the freeway instead of my usual thoughts. And it transformed my whole experience. It actually became a joy to drive on the freeway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And that was my next. Thank you for expressing that so beautifully, because that's my next thing. So we can bless all the people who are easy to thank, right, in our life. But can we bless the traffic? Can you bless the dog that's barking next door that just won't be quiet? Can you bless those things that irk you? Obviously, you can tell the things that irk me. But can you tell the? Oh God, I gotta change my thing. Bless the dog. Little pixie dust on the dog. Oh God. At least you know I'm honest. And so, God, I can bless the band, I can bless the experience because I'm knowing where my thoughts are, So a little sprinkling of gratitude, and we're gonna just shower this area within this week, Can you? And the thing I love about it is it's a little secret thing that you do, Can you bless your mom when she calls you, talking about whatever she's talking about? Can you bless the post person, the mail person that comes and delivers your mail? Can you bless the people on the highway and the one who cuts you off, and just know that they go as God and with God. And so it's just a little, like I said, a little sprinkling of fairy dust, a little blessing, a little gratitude for life itself, because you know that there's only one. There's only one. And so that person who's right in front of you, who's either serving you or serving you in a way that you don't even know they're serving you, right? Because even those moments that are irking us, that we have to switch our bands for, are revealing an aspect of God. And so can you bless that? And getting into that energy is going to allow you to step forward fully present and allow for this amazing, magnificent person that you've come here to be to start to emerge. Can we do that? Great. Okay, great. So I think Reverend Fran's got another song for us.